Trump said USAID was run by a bunch of radical lunatics, and Elon Musk called it a criminal organization. You worked at the State Department under Trump. From your experience, what does USAID do? Is it a criminal enterprise?
Yeah, good to be here. You said this town is, preparing for probably some DHS raids, but now we're getting DOGE raids, department to department, and yes, they came into USAID. A lot of, maybe legitimate questions about spending over the last 4 years, but there's also a lot of misinformation out there. This was all spun up, and instead of reforms, they went to abolishing, to ending, to scraping off the letters of USAID, trying to extinguish the work USAID does around the world. And let's be clear, what do? They do clean water, they do sanitation, and they work hand in hand with PEPFAR, which is our nation's 20 years, our HIV/AIDS treatment and prevention program. So I'm all for reforms, but you would be naive not to recognize the miracle work they do each and every day around the world.
It used to be a bipartisan issue supporting USAID. In fact, Marco Rubio, the current Secretary of State, just a couple of years ago was saying up the budget for USAID.
I would argue it still is a bipartisan issue.
Surely as a progressive, as someone on the left, you were not happy to see DOGE take an axe to USAID, claim it was a criminal organization, end funding to clean water and sanitation and everything else that Matthew just listed.
Yeah, I live in Vermont, and we have chainsaws and we have loppers. And, when you're dealing with a tree that's got some disease and some dead wood, you prune off the bad branches. You don't take a chainsaw and cut the whole thing down. So yeah, USAID does some excellent things. When we talk about totally defunding AID, what we're talking about is taking food out of the mouths of people that are starving and essentially killing newborn babies by getting rid of HIV treatment for their moms.